Hi friends, it's Udhaya from Backyard Garden Highlights. Hope you guys are doing great today. Today I'm sharing an update on how I divided my Echinacea perennial plant and update on how they are doing now. Echinacea is one of the most common perennial that you will see in most of the landscape gardens and any butterfly or pollinator garden. It's a great reliable perennial plant hardy to zone 3 to 9 and it's a full sun loving plant but tolerates spot shade. It's a drought tolerant plant and doesn't require fertilizer. So it's a very easy and low maintenance plant for any beginner gardener or expert gardener. Birds love their seed heads, so I don't remove any spent blooms or deadhead them. I just leave them for birds to enjoy the feast during the winter, and also the snow on the cone looks really great. Perennial's root system allows them to spread and produce multiple plants, and I think there are a couple of ways how they spread the plants or how they produce multiple plants, and Echinacea comes within the group of clump root system. So the common way people split this by shoveling the root ball and cut them into multiple plants. This plant is just a 1-year plant and this was from my 2022 winter sowing actually. So I don't want to really cut them using knife. So I decided to use shovel to cut them into 2 pieces and then dig them up. And also I'm planning to relocate this plant from this place to that place so they get more sun, because last year these plants were shaded by this hollyhock and the yarrow, and during the heavy rainfall they actually smashed on them. So this year I want to change the location so they get best place to really stand in the full sun. The best time to divide perennials are spring or fall time. Also, if the plant blooms in spring, better to split them in the fall, and if the plant blooms in summer or fall, good to split them in the spring. Echinacea blooms in summer and fall if you have them second flush by pruning the plant. So I thought I will go ahead and split them in early spring so they get enough time to really establish their root system in the new location and also be ready for their spring blooms sometime I think around end of May. Okay, I am using my shovel to cut them before even I dig them. So now that I have split the plant, I am just digging them. When you dig them up, start from at least 8 to 12 inches away from the root ball or crown of the plant to minimize the root damage. Okay, this is going to be their new location. Before even I dug them up from their old location, I made this trench almost 8 to 12 inches. So once I remove the root ball from the old location, I can just now come quickly plant them. To help establish nice root system, I added starter fertilizer, and once you keep the crown of the plant needs to be at the soil level or the ground level. So cover it with the soil and gently tap them so there is no air pockets, and make sure you water them thoroughly when you really transplant, and the next at least 2 weeks based on the rain forecast. One thing to keep in mind is, like, now that I'm doing this transplant in April, it may take a couple of weeks to get the plant from the transplant shock as well as to establish nice root system. So the bloom time will be little bit, at least couple of weeks will be delayed. But if you do it maybe early spring, you could save those time. But I think any time in spring is definitely better than transplanting during the summer. Okay, it has been 4 weeks since I divided them and transplanted to this new location. They are still establishing nice root system for them. So I hope there may be few weeks delayed for their blooms, but I think I'm happy that I was able to transplant them in this location. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope you guys liked watching this video. I'll see you in another video. Please support my channel by subscribing, commenting and sharing it with your friends.